Congratulations, we got your offer accepted. That's the easy part. Now it's navigating through what we call the escrow process. So first things first, we want to get that fully executed agreement over to your lender so they can lock your loan rate in. Then go over the final figures to make sure you're still comfortable with what might be your new payment based on your new mortgage amount. In addition to that, we'll probably want to factor in property taxes, insurance. That way you know what your full all-in monthly payment is. In addition to that, we're going to need to get the earnest money deposit, the good faith estimate over to escrow within the first 72 hours of getting your offer accepted. Remember, that's generally 3% of the purchase price that we went over together when we filled out your offer. That needs to be wired directly from your bank over to the escrow company, again, within 72 hours. In addition to that, I'm going to supply you with a couple home inspectors that I like to use. Or if you have your own home inspector, we're more than happy to hire them too. We want to make sure we get that taken care of in the first 5 to 7 days. Generally, an escrow falls apart, it might be due to the property condition because of what the home inspector finds. So we want to get on that as soon as possible. That way we know whether this is something you want to move forward with or not. The inspector is going to go on the roof, under the house if there's a crawl space, check out for major ticketed items, foundation, electrical, plumbing, roof, windows. In addition to that, they're going to test the appliances. They're going to know anything and everything that they may or is a potential concern to you. It's going to be a long laundry list. So once we get that home inspection back, you'll read it, I'll read it, and then we can put our heads together and figure out what we would like to ask the sellers to either repair, replace, or credit us with a specific amount that we can go ahead and take care of the work on our end after the close of escrow. You can also get this credit to reduce the sales price. You can again have the seller credit $10,000 credit to go from the sellers to be applied towards your closing costs. Therefore, you have less money out of pocket to bring to the escrow table at the time of closing. In addition to the home inspection, I also like to go over all the seller disclosures. 2 common documents that I specifically want to see are the seller's property questionnaire and the TDS, which is the transfer disclosure statement. These are 2 documents that sellers have to disclose everything and anything of material facts that you as a buyer would want to know. As an example, is it in the flight path? Do you have an angry neighbor who flies off the hook every other week? Does the window in the bedroom not open? So anything that's not operable or there's a challenge with, the seller should disclose that. I want to know about that. That way we can make our home inspector aware of it so they can go ahead, further evaluate it, and note it on the report. So not only do we want to do a home inspection, we also highly recommend a termite inspection, where we'll have a pest company identify if there's any dry rot or termite infestations. The other inspection I absolutely highly recommend is a sewer scope. This is where they run a camera from the house drain to the public sewer. This inspection is about $250, and they'll run the camera down the pipes and see what they see to make sure it's clear and free, that there are no future challenges that we should be concerned with. In the next video, we're going to talk about what it is that we're going to ask if we find problems with the house. What rights do we have? And that's going to be the requests for repair list. And I'll get into detail on the next video.